World Press Freedom Day, journalists in Akwa Ibom State advocate better remuneration. Senate President celebrates Nigerian journalists on World Press Freedom Day. Plus, political observers describe the 2023 elections as eye-opener for Nigerians. Hello there, thank you so much for joining us on NTA News. My name is Clement Barikui. Remember that this broadcast is coming to you live on Star Times Channel 103 and on our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Journalists in Akwa Ibom State are advocating better remuneration and a mutual relationship between the government and the media. This is coming on the heels of the 2023 World Press Freedom Day with the theme Shaping the Future of Rights, Freedom of Expression as a driver for all other human rights. Joy Ubani reports.
May 3 every year is observed as the World Press Freedom Day. The day is an opportunity to celebrate fundamental principles of press freedom all over the world.
As journalists, we have been trying to explore the provisions, but there are some limitations. Even government has been trying to limit the journalists. Many journalists have been arrested, detained, some not tried, detained for a long time. Efforts to get them out elongated for no just cause. But to some extent, we as journalists, we have not been exploring this our rights.
For the past 3 decades, we need to sit down again and reevaluate what we have been able to achieve. How far have we been able to get back our freedom? To what extent have we gotten back our freedom? What are those things still sitting on the wheels of our freedom 30 years later? How far have we gone? Where do we need to make improvement? These are the kind of analysis and evaluation we need to sit back and take so as to know what future we are shaping.
This year marks 30 years down the line of the observance of the World Press Freedom Day, and journalists in Akwa Ibom State have continued to demand for their freedom to meet global best practice in their profession.
Media has a role to ensure that we have the right to express ourselves and report everything that we see in line. And so it's also a call also to let government know that areas of impunity, where government tries to impunity, should also be addressed. The media can never be caged. The media will always resist every form of intimidation, attacks from the government or state actors, and also have, we are using this opportunity to also call on state government and actors to respect the mutual relationship that we deserve in the line of our duties.
The journalists should be seen differently in terms of remuneration. Once you're not well paid, it's also going to affect how we do it. So in future, if we're moving in future, we should begin to look at what they've done differently in the advanced world. I mean, the average reporter from CNN, BBC is not the same with the reporter from Nigeria. So that aspect of the journalists being well paid, the journalists' welfare being taken care of, can help us to achieve the future that we look forward to, which is a future that would see us practice journalism to its fullest.
Shaping a future of rights, freedom of expression as a driver for all other human rights is to remind governments of their obligations to respect and uphold rights to freedom, protect the safety of journalists and media workers. In Uyo, Joy Ubani, NTA News.
Meanwhile, President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, celebrates Nigerian journalists on the occasion of the World Press Freedom Day. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President of the Senate on Media and Publicity, Ola Awoniyi, Lawan says journalists have made immense contributions to the socio-economic and political development of Nigeria and deserves appreciation. He explained that promoting press freedom also ensures human right to freedom of speech and opinion, and that is why the 9th National Assembly has ensured in the past 4 years that no legislation under its purview tampers with these rights. Success is making a place better than you have found it, and Udom Emmanuel's administration has done just that by changing the narratives in Akwa Ibom State. These were the words of former President of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, while inaugurating the 23.4 kilometer Etina-Naked Road in the state. Kevin Samuel reports.
A good road network in any community signals development in such an area, and this is the case with the construction of the 23.4 kilometers Etina-Naked Road, described by the people as a major facelift that has turned villages into cities.
I've lived in Naked for over 25 years. This road was always a problem, but now you have solved that problem for us. You are a governor of opposition against the party at the center. It's not always easy to perform, but they perform under such circumstances. You need to be appreciated. This road is beautiful. This road is awesome. You have blown our minds. You have beaten our expectation.
Governor Udom Emmanuel assures the people that there will be more to celebrate before the end of his administration.
We have so many hospitals, power, education, so many that we need to commission. And I want to also let you know, even on May 29, before I get to the stadium, I will commission the official residence for the chief judge of this state.
Inaugurating the road, the former president of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, appreciates Governor Emmanuel for ensuring dividends of democracy get to the grassroots.
What you see here in the performance of the governor is what it is. Every occasion is a new project. Every occasion is something that adds to something that exists. God will continue to expand your coast.
The 23.4 kilometer road connects Etinan, Nsirubium to Eket local government area with 3 bridges. From Eket local government area, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
You are still watching NTA News. More news will come your way after this break. Don't go away.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station, presents
a maiden edition of Virtual Children's Paper Presentation.
Children, can you put your thoughts together in a well-articulated pattern? All right then, submit a write-up on the given themes and stand a chance of winning fantastic prizes.
Junior category 8 to 11 years. The effect of TV cartoons on intellectual development of children. Senior category 12 to 15 years. The impact of the present economy on the education of the child.
Shortlisted candidates will be invited for virtual paper presentation via Zoom and grand finale. All interested schools are expected to register and submit entries on or before May 15, 2023.
Rate 20,000 naira for 5 entries per school. Venue NTA Channel 12 for Kaitinan Road, Uyo, or NTA Uyo at yahoo.co.uk.
First prize 100,000 naira, second prize 70,000 naira, and third prize 50,000 naira, plus many consolation prizes.
For inquiries, please call Ekaite on 0904 643 6412 or Kon on 0806 226 1805.
Ecom on 0818 308 1170.
Or Juliet on 0703 370 8102.
NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station.
Our children, our heritage. Support them.
Rose Bay Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Baji Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Welcome back. We now continue with the rest of the stories. Residents of Uyo Metropolis have decried the level of overgrown ornamental trees in Uyo, which main purpose was to beautify the capital city. Anefiok Edet, who spoke with some of the residents, says the respondents are calling on relevant authorities to prune overgrown trees to avoid unforeseen circumstances, particularly in this rainy season.
Ornamental trees serves many purposes such as beautification of the environment, control of winds, and most importantly provide shade for pedestrians on sunny days. During rainy days, the trees bulk up and can reduce fruits by restraining heat in the soil. These trees, however, can pose dangers at some point, especially during rainy season, and some residents of Uyo agrees to this fact.
The essence of planting trees on the road is to check environmental issue. You know, the heat these days, this global change is affecting everyone or everybody in the world. And that is why we are planting trees for amelioration. That is to reduce the effect of heat in our environment.
Looking at the trees that is planted by the roadside is really giving this place a nice shape. But one of the problems that I see is that some of these trees have covered the road, which it needs proper maintenance.
Dr. Sunday Ntoidem, a federal controller in the Federal Ministry of Environment, says government should engage relevant authorities in planting and maintaining the trees to forestall unwanted occurrences.
There's nothing bad planting trees on the road, but all what we should be doing is to do the necessary pruning in order to withstand excessive wind. In planting trees, we should know the choice of trees we are planting along the road. If it is a tree with shallow roots, it can easily get affected by wind. But the choice of trees or ornamental matters in designing our environment or the trees. So all what we should do, you consult the experts. Consult the forestry department with the state or federal department of forestry in the state. They should be able to decide or determine, direct you on the choice of trees that should be planted.
They should just be careful with the tree and they shouldn't get closer so that they won't get injured.
My advice to people is that whenever it's about raining or maybe when there is heavy wind, people should avoid this road.
Before now, there used to be laborers that took care of the whole thing, but I don't know what really happened. But the government should storm down these ones and plant a new one. They should not even park on that place. They should not even stay there because it's hazardous.
I think the Ministry of Environment should look inwards into the issue of pruning the plants because it's actually not serving the purpose.
In Uyo, Anefiok Edet, NTA News.
Lessons learned from the 2033 general elections will positively shape subsequent elections in Nigeria. This was the view of election observers and political parties at a conference organized by the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies in Abuja to get report from stakeholders on the outcome of the polls. Mie Ugidi reports.
117, 118.
The counting of the ballot ended April 15, 2023. Winners declared, some losers off to the court, and observers back to the conference hall for post-mortem.
We are aware that there are positive sides of the elections, and we are also aware of the negative sides of the elections.
Some of the best brains in election matters gathered here, courtesy of NIPS, explain the sweet bitter taste of the 2023 polls.
The issue of collation of the results is still left unattended.
For the 2023 election, and this is our view, that technology didn't fail in the 2023 election. What failed is the human factor.
An intriguing views. Conduct of credible polls is the lifeline and oxygen for democracy. But there are factors compelling democracy to a state of being in life support.
Where voters are extremely poor, democracy tends to be weak. If the political culture does not encourage participation, negotiation, bargaining, and freedom of expression, then democracy shrinks.
Lessons from the 2023 polls will form part of recommendations for INEC ahead of the 2027 general elections. Mie Ogede, NT News.
Meanwhile, 29 petitioners are before the National and State Houses of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal, sitting in Uyo, the state capital, to seek legal redress over the outcome of the 2023 elections. Yours truly report that the two panels of the tribunal are set to hear the petitions, having held their inaugural sittings. Out of the 29 petitions brought before the two panels of justices, 11 are for the House of Representatives, 4 are for Senate, and 14 for the Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. Panel 1 is headed by Justice Kudirat Jones as chairman, while Panel 2 has Justice B.A. Taiwo as chairman. At its inaugural sitting in Uyo, the National and State House of Assembly's Petition Tribunal, Panel 2, insists the panel will give all petitions the needed urgency within the time frame allotted by law.
So like I said, if there's any issue with the registry or anything, you just let us know. But I know we will have competent. Yes, we have. And we will not have any problem. And communications, ensure that the process you file, you leave your contact phone number.
Some members of the bench expressed confidence in members of the panel to do justice to the cases.
From looking at the judges, they look sound and they are really committed to deliver on their assignments. You understand? Then for the lawyers, I expect them to do, because the panel, their period is time bound. I expect them to file their processes on time, they file their replies on time, and then be ready to take on the matter. In this panel, I don't think they're going to entertain unnecessary adjournment, because they have, I think, 180 days to finish all petitions that are there, and that has been mentioned by Milords. They have 14 petitions that have been assigned to this tribunal, and they must deliver.
Oh, certainly I've seen a high degree of seriousness by their lordships, and the way they are setting the ball rolling, it means that they can even finish it within the 180 days. Some of the petitions at the pre-trial will go. At the pre-trial conference session will go, but the law says all the applications should be heard at the end. But so we start the pre-trial. There are some pre-trial issues that are likely to end some petitions. For instance, if the other party have not filed their papers, reply and all that within time, and to file pre-trial papers, certainly you apply for that petition to be struck out. Once it is struck out, it cannot be released.
The National and State Houses of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal, Panel 1, received 15 petitions, while Panel 2 has 14 petitions. In Uyo, And it is on that note we end the news this evening. But before we go, a quick look at the major stories. World Press Freedom Day. Journalists in Akwa Ibom State have advocated better remuneration. Senate President has celebrated Nigerian journalists on World Press Freedom Day. You also heard in the news that political observers have described the 2023 elections as eye-opener for Nigerians, and so it has been. As a tip, remember that to be a star, join NTA's news campaign against rape and rapists. I remain Clement Barikwi, who made the most Samson standing by for the day's news translation. Good evening.
Namusene to World Press Freedom Day meswane tipka kwa Ibom State eyemunen yeti ndaga etukara. Senate President nadara yembonu swane tipkirut nyen nderara ke World Press Freedom Day. Mon politics etangebo kembuba ufigu bogamiswa 2023 adumpo atata mbonogu anyen. Akwa Ibom miko mo nyang meru wemedi mo Samson yai kom membok nyan sini no mufo kendo bre yomi. Mbon ka uswani tipka Akwa Ibom State ebo kemmi mo imiyem eti ndaga mbon uswani tip ye eti ebwana ito ukara kerino unen kemme ufokutum uswani tip. Moy ketang miko mi kerina meridara usenunen bun uswani tip eko to World Press Freedom Day amiswa 2023 yai kom membok mi. Oyo Hussein itako fyong ition kwa iswa asero Hussein eridara unen mbon uswanetip eko to World Press Freedom Day. Asero eridara mbon uswanetip nyong no mo unen uswanetip koro erifro nyong toyo mbon uswanetip eke kpaga kusong erinam ubyong utimamo. Kerinam ami swa 2023 ado yogo iswa irap merup ektong ekenam utori na mami nko kendo tamami keri kene unadut ndara musenemi maswane tipka Akwa Ibom State isukwaira ke erika iso nyem unen uswane tibamo manatoro erika ninam ubyong utimamo nyong wonda kikbege amefat unadut. Kerinam ami swa 2023 koiwood adogo edinenge unen inisombono ebo kedo edinam no ukara edionga enengem boybono kikpege ufokutem uswanetep akpanakpan kerino mbono uswanetep unen mo kedikan nam utemmo oyogo enyonga no mo oyogo ukpeme mikuyo etangebo ke mfono mpo asoka iso ridaritie akan nanga akero nko ke tudo Emmanuel ada ke rikaiso nengempo mbono ke stedemi no fon ado Canada Iwood ukara irut nyan Olusegun Obasanjo aketang me ikomi nanga akebereke usong eko to 23.4 km etinan eket road mika Akwa Ibom State yaiko membomi
eti usong kirongo korodo adi idiong furo kuto mirongomi ndiara miado kerketu mentak ediong usong itu etinan ekaiket ambono webo kedo tang wandam pori tepe ndan lutum ke mesri dong no ekapedo wanda itie adai woro kala stede me tu do Emmanuel kini akatang iko ama songobo ke mempo so baba sembono wo edi kobina mesit ibanga bemiso utru karimo kini aga bere ku songodo kana dai woro kaiden Olusegun Obasanjo ama kom etu do Emmanuel kana akrebo kana nga mempo benu fonsok mbono wo kesri dong enam ja idiong ku songo mi tangami etu itinan sanga do nsrubium ndien ebo ye kesemeket mebobita esena ku songo do Wisdom Jacob akombok NTA
ebo ke ibat ipe erap mausoket ana eko to election petition tribunal ke bangake mbuba ufi gubok ame National State House of Assembly ku yo Akwa Ibom State ke diem unen edimanan seibora yendu tambuba ufi gubok amiswa 2023 yaiko member mi yo
Kati be edep musoket ebenedika iso mekpikpi bami do kid ado nye ku fok meri nyine di the House of Representatives ine ado ke Senate kini drenang ado aku fok mbet state nutima kpaikbe Justice Kudirat Jose ado ti wuruk bokoro ke pan nutimikbe kini Justice B.A. Taiwo ado ti wuruk bokoro ke nutimikbe yoiba ke kpai nutimikbe etiami anida iwurodo anam ya idion ke eya ikpe mi usob mbe asanga kem mini ambet okara ano usok medo yakini ke tangiko etangai boken ni minyi drenyen ibo kem bono di ikpe mi eya ikpe nya ken nen usong mbo nam ya idion ke nutumi ikpe mi akpai sup ebo mi kpe wakasem efat kini yoriba ebo dwenang Wisdom Jacob Kombok NTA.
Akwa Ibom ntembok nyan kendu bre yo mi atrero nyang meru wemedi mo Samson eso songa kan bangotong asere